Trevor just judged
Welcome,
me.
everyone.
I fixed it.
Ashley Anderson here with fun stuff. Welcome to Functional Fitness Uncensored. We have got a lovely, riveting episode for you today. And it is all about how to get some movement in, how to get a few workouts in during the holidays when things are a little bit crazy. Your schedule probably isn't normal, but it can be done. People have been doing it since the beginning of time. Well, at least maybe modern times when people actually go to a gym and work out. So probably the last 30 years, but people have done it. So you can do it too. And we're going to tell you how today.
And I want to start this with so often we use the excuses that we're so busy and we have so much going on. But sometimes when we prioritize ourselves during these busy, crazy times, we take care of our health and our fitness, we are more likely to feel our best during the holiday season. So it is important to still take the time to prioritize your health and well-being. And if workouts are one of those things for you, we're going to help you be able to do that. Ready?
So I was thinking about this the other day, and I was thinking about like cheat codes for life, right? Like, what are some cheat codes for life? And I think one cheat code for life is being in good shape. I honestly believe that's a cheat code for life. If you're in good shape, things become easier. You typically become more resilient. And so when the feces hits the fan, right, I think you're more prepared to be able to handle it. And then we could talk about all like the mental and health and all of those benefits that come along with it. But honestly, I think being in good shape is literally a cheat code for life. Not cheat code, and it doesn't take any work. Like, it takes work to do it, but life becomes easier and better if you are in like relatively good shape. And we're not talking about like elite athlete competition type stuff, but like you have a decent VO2 max, you have pretty good body weight to strength ratios, right? And so that's my thought for the day.
I just think that's so funny because the email that I just sent out today to everyone on my list, I talked about the easy button, but the easy button still involves you doing some work. Like, the way to have a quality life and lifestyle isn't a cheat code or an easy button or anything like that. There's no it's simple, but the simple part is you have to do something about it. You have to make the plan, you have to execute, you have to do the workout, but the benefits are the cheat code to life or healthy living or feeling better or any of those other things that you want. But all the things we truly want in life are usually a little bit of work. They don't just come with nothing included in them. I just thought it was really funny that you literally said the same thing. And I'm like, I was talking a bit in a nutrition sense, and here you are talking about it in a fitness sense. So, okay.
Can I share a little secret with people that are listening? Can I share a little secret?
Yeah, sure. That be okay? Sure. What do you got?
All right. So the secret to all of this is don't have long periods where you don't show up. Like, that's the secret to all of this fitness life, being in shape, is not having long periods where you're not executing. And that doesn't mean we don't dial things up or dial things down. It just means we don't dial things off for long periods of time. Because if we dial things off for a long period of time, that becomes a problem, because the body will then revert back to previous states. The cool thing, though, here is if you were in shape at one point, if you had a level of muscle mass at one point, the body has a way of remembering, and it is easier to get back to the state you were in before. But it's a whole lot easier to maintain something you've gained than to get it in the first place, right? We give the analogy, or I give the analogy ad nauseum, right, of is the vast majority of fuel is used when a plane is taking off, not when it's in flight, because all of the inertia is at the beginning, and we need to overcome that. So same thing with like building muscle. It's hard to build muscle. It's not all that hard to keep it. We don't need as much stimulus in order to keep it. So just some food for thought, where the secret to all of this is just not having long periods of time where we're just not executing on the things that we want to do. And so I think that kind of leads into what we're going to talk about today, right? Is some people will be like, I'll just mail it in until the new year. I don't know if that's a good idea, especially if you made a lot of progress this year.
Also, how are you going to feel really taking a week off? Like, how much better would you feel if you did it? Like, you have a couple extra indulgences, whether those are cocktails, which we talked about last week, or you have a few extra sweets, or you don't eat your, like, I'll be traveling, so I'll be eating more meals not at my house until I get to Redwood because there's nowhere to eat out in Redwood. So I'll be eating a lot of home cooked meals there. But my mother-in-law makes Christmas cookies, and I like cookies, in case you guys didn't know that about me. But like, so for me, one of the big things that I could keep on my plate and know that I can guarantee is like getting in some workouts. And that, okay, I'm not at home. Like, I know that I'm going to Redwood. There are 2 gym options that I have. I can go to the community center, or I can go
There's one gym option. Ashley.
I don't work.
One gym option.
I don't work there. I don't even know how to get in the door anymore. I don't even know if I have access. So, or I can go to FF. I just had to give Trevor a hard time. But like, this is the thing, you're traveling. So many gyms offer day passes or week passes or that kind of stuff where you have the ability to go and work out. Can it potentially cost as much as your gym membership at home? Yes, it might. But I don't know. To me, getting out of the house, keeping some sense of normalcy, getting up and getting out of bed and moving my body first thing in the morning, like, those benefits outweigh, like, you know, maybe it's $50 that I have to pay for the week for a 7-day pass.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to give something up to be able to get it. And like, I know that I'll feel better and I'll be a more happy person to be around if I get some workouts in throughout the week of Christmas. And I mean, I like a good workout. Like, I know I'm going to need to move my body.
Right. And like, I mean, and theoretically, you don't need to go to a gym if you don't want to. Like, you can. I like going to gyms because there's way more variety and like I like actually new gyms because like there's all these machines you maybe never used before, and so you can just like go in and play. Right? We don't need the perfect workout, the perfect exercise regimen, sets, reps. Like, do some stuff for your lower body, do some stuff for your upper body. Challenge it, work to a point where like it gets hard and the movement starts to slow down, and like you're going to be good. Pick 6, pick 8, pick 12, pick 15. I mean, good, heck, do some 25 to 30 rep sets and just see how that feels. And like, just go in and have some fun. But you could also do something at home, right? Like, if you wanted to just do something kind of in a space, like, I mean, just bust out 100 squats, 50 push-ups, and maybe like 50 dead bugs. Like, I mean, you could just put like 2 or 3 exercises together, and like you could easily do something in 10, 15 minutes. Like, it doesn't need to be, but just the fact of moving your body, or even just like go through your warm-up routine. Like, our clients, like, everyone has a warm-up routine that they go through. We just tell them, like, go through that on your own, right? Your body's going to feel better. We're getting joints moving. You're probably a little inflamed because you're eating a little more sugar than you're normally. And so like, just moving the body is going to be a good thing. And like, go for a walk, right? Like, get some more steps in, be intentional with your movement. I think we've talked about this before, but just coming down to this idea of being intentional, right, about it, and not just like mailing it in. Because if you value your health and fitness, and if you've been going to the gym consistently for a period of time, you probably do. At least your actions support that version of yourself. It's go move, right? Even if you're not in a place that feels quote unquote comfortable, right? Find a way to make it happen.
I'll also say it is so easy to travel with minivans if you're going to be in a hotel or you're not going to have access. Like it's so easy if you're traveling and you're staying in a hotel, like stay in a hotel that has a little gym. And even if the gym is a treadmill and a couple pieces of cardio equipment, you at least have things that you can attach your bands to now. So your bands will stay put and you can do a little bit of strength and a little bit of cardio. Like, it doesn't need to be crazy. It literally could be 20 minutes. Like, but keeping some of your normalcy into your life is going to feel awesome. And
when Ashley said mini bands, I think she meant like the 41-inch resistance bands, the longer ones. Oh, maybe I heard you wrong. But right, so there's mini bands, like the little ones that we use for like lateral movements and squats and that kind of stuff. But then you have like the big bands at FF that we have, right, that we attach. Because the hardest thing, if we're trying to get full body, right, if we're on the road and we don't necessarily have equipment, is back exercises, right? Pulling exercises. It's I mean, I've rigged it up in a hotel room where I've done rows off of like one of those tables that are in like, your hotel room where you lay underneath and do rows. Not the safest thing in the world. But back is the hardest one to hit. We can hit legs with body weight really well. You can do single leg variations, rear foot elevated, put the back foot up on a
Freaking
bed, do lunges, do
single leg
split
hip raises,
squats.
lower body
Right. And
elevated,
so
single
like, I mean,
like
there's tons of stuff we can do there. Pressing is pretty easy, right? Just do push-ups, right? And then, but rowing is a little bit more challenging. You can do some things where you're lying on your stomach and doing some like Y's and T's and W's and that kind of stuff to get a little bit of activation, but it's hard without anything. So just a black band or a purple band in your bag that you can attach. I like those little door attachments too, because then you can just close it in the door and then attach your band to it. And we don't have to worry about the band fraying or anything like that. But like Ashley said, if you have some cardio, if you have things like cardio equipment, you can attach it to that. You just want something heavy so that because you're so jacked and strong, you're not like pulling the thing towards you, right? Because you're so strong.
It's just the idea for options. And I also want to throw it out there. Guys, if you're working with us, we are more than happy to take what you have and make it work and build you a workout. Like, if you're not sure, like, I mean, I would write if my clients were like, Ashley, I'm traveling this week and this is what I have. Like, you'll have some workouts loaded in there for some resistance bands. We got plenty of travel workouts that you could be on par with it. I mean, I have clients that travel every week for work. Like, part of our programming is travel workouts. Like, we have the stuff there to help you be successful even when you're not in the gym. So this is the benefits of working with a coach is we're going to make sure you're being coached.
Right. And even like a gym, right? Like our clients, if they'll commit to doing stuff, I will send them with a little care package. I will send them with a couple bands, a door hanger, a mini band. And if they want to get real crazy, we'll throw a jungle gym with too, that they can put in a doorway. Cause that's another cool little implement that you can use if you're traveling. Everything packs up real small, right? It can go in like the side pocket of a bag. And we'll throw a workout on your account. So all you got to do is open your app and like just rock through the exercises. Pretty simple, right? You don't have to think about it or figure it out on your own. So it gets the benefits of working with coaches and having people in your corner, right?
Exactly. And that's really what it's about is it doesn't have to be perfect, but progress or doing something is better than doing nothing and just sitting around and like feeling like you don't know what day it is for the entire week. And correct. Like, because Christmas now is on a Wednesday this year, now it's like you have a Friday and a Saturday and all these days. And then New Year's is still another week away. So like, we're not just talking about a normal, like 7 days. I'm sure that we're talking about like 10 or 12 days that everyone's going to feel like they don't know what day it is. Or you're going to feel off or that kind of stuff because it is falling in the middle of the week. So basically it's like a week and a half that we're going to be dealing with. So like, I do recommend trying to keep some of your normalcy Christmas week because you're still running into a holiday the following work week.
Right. So a lot of this comes down to planning, just having at least a loose plan. If you're traveling to family, like just do a quick search, gyms near insert city or insert the address and like they'll pop up on Google if you want to go to a gym. If you don't want to go to a gym and you're a member at FF, any of the FFs, just let us know and we'll send you with a little bit of a care package. And there's also this really cool thing called like Google or ChatGPT, and you could just say like, hey, write me a quick workout and it will write one for you. Probably won't be perfect for you, but at least it'll give you a starting point.
And you could tell it what equipment you have, like a hotel room workout. Correct. Like, who knows? And then you could probably Google most of the exercises if they don't have videos and you don't know. Like, there's so much you guys can do that's at your fingertips now to help you. But just know that we are here to support you.
Absolutely.
What else you got?
And that's it. Until next week.
You're sad.
No, that was just